In this video, we're going to take a look at Driver Hub, how to download Tyrrell drivers, and the code signing certificate that's associated with them. So as a partner, you will all have your individual Driver Hub accounts. You can sign in with your own account and you'll get access to the portal. So within product downloads, there is a Niagara 4 drivers and services section, and then within that folder you will see a folder for each of the individual drivers that we produce and are available to download and license. If I go into any of these, I'm going to pick MQTT service. We provide a version dependent build of the driver. So that means that if you're running 4.14, you would need to download the 4.14 version of the driver and use that one. And again, if you're using 4.10, we provide a build for 4.10. You should not interchange versions because they are built against those very specific Niagara releases, which ensures that they are fully compatible with the version of Niagara that you are using. Additionally, with recent driver builds, you will also need to download our code signing certificate, which is also available here. It's called Tyrrell certificate, and that file is a PEM file. We'll go through how to use that in a second. And there's also a guide of how to use that file and where it needs to go, which we'll run through next. Okay, so the problem I'm going to have first off is that I've got a driver I want to use, so I'm going to go and find one, my Zovis driver. I attempt to open it and I get this warning coming up that says it can't open the file because it's failed the signature validation, could not validate the certificate chain. And this is to do with the fact that when we produce a module, it is signed against the certificate, which prevents any external tampering, but the certificate that's used in this case is not available. So historically, that certificate has always been embedded in the jar files that we produce. As of September this year, the original certificate expired. We have a new code signing certificate, but at the minute we have to import that file. In the future, that file will again probably be embedded, but not right at this minute in time. So we're going to look at how to get around this problem. So the certificate file I've downloaded from the Driver Hub, and I've just placed mine in my C Niagara, and I've just created a Tyrrell cert folder, and that file is placed there. And we need to use this in a couple of places. So the first place we need to use this in is the Workbench. So each Workbench has its own certificate manager of its own. That's just about Workbench going and using this file to look at things. And then the certificate would also need to be embedded in a platform that was going to use one of the drivers. So it could be a local platform on a web supervisor, or it could be a remote platform on a controller such as a JACE. So we're going to run through now how to import that file. So I'm first of all just going to take care of my Workbench. I'm going to go up to Tools, AX Certificate Management. There is a HTML5 Certificate Management as well. We can use either of these. This one's a pretty HTML5. This one's not. I'm going to go to User Trust Store. I'm going to select Import. And then I'm going to go and find that certificate. So for me, it's on my C drive, Niagara, Tyrrell cert, and I'm just going to select the file and open it. It'll ask me to accept. And then that's imported to my Workbench. And that means that I should be able to go to my palette, find the driver, the Zovis one again, and now the Zovis will open. We've got a bit of a strange symbol going on, so we probably would want to restart the Workbench after doing that, but I'm just going to proceed on. So we'll look now, we want to use this Zovis driver in a station, and whether that station is on a local web supervisor or on a controller, like a JACE 8000 or a 9000, we're going to also have to import this certificate into those places. So I'm going to go into my local platform, Certificate Management, and I'm going to log into the platform with credentials. User Trust Store, import. Again, go and find that location. Select the certificate file, import, and again, just accept it, and it's there. So that means that now any station that uses that jar file will be able to start and run. If you've not done this step, the station will fail at boot because it will recognise that you're trying to launch a driver or a jar that does not have a code signing certificate associated with it. And then I'm just going to connect to this JACE platform, certificate management. And then again, I'm going to go to the user trust stores tab. Import, find the file. And then again, that would now be capable of running the third-party driver that's code signed with this certificate.